There. Bam. All right. Here we go. We're in the groove. Oh, look at Bitcoin. Boy, I had an interesting night. Good Lord. I was up till 3 a.m. Daisy disappears. She never disappears at night. She freaking let her out at like 11.
Oy.
At about midnight, I'm starting to freak out. She's not coming to my calls. She wanders back 3 a.m. Just like no big deal. I'm like, what the? Had me really worried. I mean, I was freaking out. I'll be honest. I was totally freaking out. It was like having a children abducted or something. I was like,
bro, that's really
I mean, she's
very
old.
coincidental.
She's super
Our
old.
kitten, our kitten went out last night. She's super young.
Oh, so
and she never stayed out all night, and she stayed out all night, and my kids were like worried.
Right.
Okay, I came back in the morning like, oh, everything's fine. You know, it's that season when the cats get all ornery.
Yeah. Indeed.
So I'm glad your dog's all right, man.
Yeah. Dude, she's been sleeping.
She went out for an adventure.
Hey, you go lay down. You're not going out. Go lay down. There must be a dead animal or something they're on. So I just let the other one out, and he just went ripping off. Something's going on. Indeed. But hey, I'll tell you what's definitely going on. Bitcoin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bitcoin's going on.
Target too. Yeah. Anybody who listened to the live stream yesterday, dude, what was that number we were talking about? Bobo said if it goes up to 48K, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
It got up to like 47.5. If that ain't good enough for you, and he hit an RMLR band right there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Listen up, people.
Listen up. Listen up. Girl, really? Now you want out again? Don't you disappear, you little shit. Go. Go on. Alrighty then. Look at this daily real quick. Yeah, above both the oof. Boy, this is looking good. Starting to really look good. Let's see here. What's that at? 49.5. What's this 4 hour? How far above are we from these bad boys? Looking good. Sloping. About 3 day. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. Yeah, we got a lot of targets up here. A lot of targets. And I'm looking at this weekly. This weekly RMLR. Do I think it's going to hit it this week? We're already above the 95.4 Laplace, re-approaching second standard deviation. So there's a 95.4% chance on this weekly candle that it does do that. Next week, though, it's going to rise up a little bit. We're talking about RMLR is going to be right at about 53K. 53K. So look out, all you bears out there. Indeed. It's going to get real interesting here in Bitcoin land. This is a power move here, man. We just 11 crossed back up to 33. Power mean. Looking pretty damn good. This is exactly what I wanted. And what was that on the 2-day? Yeah, we got the new 2-day candle. So do I think this 2-day candle, we did just get a noon. No, actually it closes today. That's right. So this is up at the second standard deviation. That's where this wick went. Wick went right to the 2SD. So, boom. Look at that. Perfect, too. Perfect. What is that? 47,690. The high was 673. Powerful. Powerful little standard deviation. Indeed, sir. Indeed. I think, yeah. Yeah, we're approaching, especially this 2-day closes today. I'll be a bit surprised. This thing's pretty bullish, though. 47.2. 47.2 is like the 95.4 Laplace.
Honey Badger is having fun.
What's that?
Honey Badger is having fun.
Honey Badger is having fun. Does not give a shit. That's what we like to say. Honey Badger does not care.
Right.
Honey Badger will rip ass. Let's see here. Where are we? Approaching second standard deviation of the 11, it looks like. Yeah. 11. Actually, and it's right at. So actually the 30 length, the first standard deviation band around it is right at this 2SD as well. And yeah, look at that daily, man. Just nailed the 2 SD. That's it right there, folks. Blue cross line. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was so perfect, man. It really was. Seriously, again, if you got like anybody watching it, you're watching us on YouTube or something, I'm telling you, look back over every live stream this past week. Look back at yesterday's, the day before that, like the last week. These VEPS levels on the VRE and everything else, the RMLR levels, the plus levels, the normal distribution levels, they've just been bang on. And all you got to do, man, is line it up, know how to read it, and take action.
Wow, look at this weekly. Look at this weekly. Coming off the hidden bull. A lot of it, too. I mean, a lot of it. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about five stabs. Now it's bouncing off the top side of the power mean band. Powerful freaking weekly candle. Volatility. 2400 starting to expand. 981's expanding. 636 is expanding. Grade's expanding. Grade's leading the way. So you got low length volatility's only at a 58. The 2400's at a 7.5. Returns oscillators heading towards its 2 SD band. DLP looks good. Having an outlier on the weekly. We've been talking about this. Been talking about the variance. The pure volatility here. Spread of data from the mean. That's what variance is. This is looking really, really, really good. Blown any hidden bear out of the water. Any at all. Let me see here. I mean, we got this. See, I'm not going to do that. It's not really the top of data set. Didn't have a bearish candle anywhere in here. You're above Fisher. This is, wow. I haven't seen Bitcoin on these macro time frames look as bullish in a while. What's this monthly look like? Haven't peeped it.
Monthly's crazy, bro.
Let's see here.
By the way, folks, like look how volatility and entropy interplay, right? Or variance and entropy. Look how when they're both, doing something similar or whatever, like when you got low volatility, low correlation suddenly expanding, and low entropy, low correlation suddenly expanding. Look at how strong those trending moves and those volatility plays are. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And Bilbo is literally we're spending like a couple hours a day with you guys every day here. And he's just talking nonstop, telling you information like every hour and a half that goes by that we do these streams. It's crazy how much these, just look at it. It's like staring at you in the face. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, it's crazy. DLP on the monthly, back on the top side. So everybody, you know what this is right here. The last 2 times the DLP broke to the top side, when the downside started losing its strength, coming up, halvings. These are halvings. Getting ready to come up on another one here in April. We get this move right here. This DLP busts into these upper confidence intervals on a monthly. Guys, do you have any idea what's about to happen? I mean, this thing could pop to 100K real easy.
Real easy, yeah.
Real easy. Hell, that could be the low.
Yeah, that's just barely a little over 2x from where it is now, really.
Yeah, indeed. This thing is, wow. Pretty damn powerful. And look at look, 20%. Shorts on Bitfinex are up 20%. Now, that being said, daily, we are at second standard deviation, right? But the way Bitcoin's looking right now, and all this volatility, whew, good luck. It's tried to pull back. Go down this 4 hour. Because, boy, the hidden bull play is good. Here, this old girl's back. Let's let her in. Come on. Get up here. We're playing around. Come in here and relax. You were out all night. Come on, girl. Come on. There you go.
Dog. Boy, dog doing dog things.
All right. Yeah, Big outlier on the 4 hour. Back to back, too, man. Whap. Variance comes down, negatively correlated, goes sideways a little bit, and just rips right back up on what? Hidden bull. From the cross. Whap. On top of the zero mean. Now, here's the thing, though. I mean, there's a bear div setting up. Look at the trend, though, on the 4 hour. It's ridiculous. This thing is just popping right now. Trend is down here below the 2 SD band, looking real strong. Daily trend with this outlier. And the daily's just starting to trend. We get a blowout on the bands here.
Yep.
This could be a day, guys, where the probabilities just get whacked. Let me see here. Because right now, you got to realize, this second standard deviation, right now, there's a 4.6% chance today that it exceeds this level, right? 4.6% chance. Then we've got second monthly resistance. Indeed, or is it the first? Give me a second here. Yeah, no. It's the first monthly resistance. This is going to be wild. I'm telling you that right now. I really want to get this week out of the way. Is what I'm telling you. If this breaches like 48, what is that? 48,184. You close the daily above the 2SD, above the first resistance on the monthly volatility range. The rest of this month's going to be off the hook probably, and we're going to start hitting some of these upper levels. Guys, the second resistance level on the monthly, way up here. What's it at? 53.8. Top side of the monthly range. Come on, scale down for me. Where are you at? Probably closer to like 57. Oh, 58.6. Wow. 58.6. Bitcoin's just like Yasha said earlier. I've lost forward. Well, you know. You don't even know what to say at this point. Go Bitcoin. Go, you little bugger.
Right.
I saw freaking Bonk ripping too. Bonk's up 15%. Good. Bonk's been slow. But yeah, the fact that all these shorts are piling on right here. Here, let's pull up the liquidation chart. See how many shorts just got absolutely annihilated.
What? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell, just in the last 4 hours, 33.7 million in shorts liquidated.
Yeah.
Last 24 hours, 111 million, only 36. How do 36 million in longs get liquidated, ladies and gentlemen? Degen activity. Tiny little pullbacks. Tiny little pullbacks because people are over leveraged. That's all it takes. Guys, I mean 1% pullback. Not even sometimes. People get so highly leveraged, it's ridiculous.
And you can see where huge chunks of them happen, like right at those VRE levels where they do those little minor pullbacks, right? Look at all this, that beautiful chart in front of you.
Right
see all those little, like, when it goes up every time and it pulls back like a tiny bit just for like taking profit and repositioning. That's where the over leveraged degens are like buying in 100x or whatever, and then it goes down a tick and they're like, I got liquidated. Yeah, like, yeah, you that's what happens when you use the poison.
Yeah. And literally right at the top, see the last hour here. Yeah, 4.43 million in shorts, 323,000 in longs in the last hour. In the last hour, right? These last 4 candles. Why would longs get liquidated? Right here. This little candle pullback right here. Right?
Exactly.
Probably got a lot there. Here's the start of it, but it's mostly that. There's all the longs. Shorts just getting pummeled. These 15-minute candles just wrecking people. And earlier, right? So if we're looking at the 24-hour, you hit the second resistance level on the daily, pull back to the first. There's definitely liquidation right there. This is why leverage is poison. People out here gambling. Why? My God, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's get over here. I mean, it's just a 1% pullback. That's all that was. 1% pullback. And these little pullbacks, right? You just run up here above that again and pull back like that. If you're over leveraged, you're going to get wrecked. Unfortunately. Leverage in the right hands, small amounts of it, and I'm talking very, very small amounts of it, in the right hands is powerful. But there's one thing that you usually see across the board, people not taking profits. You've got to take your profit. If you get in a winning position, if you're not taking what the market's giving you, it's going to take it right back. Gonna take it right back. Sure, we'll see a lot of horror stories. You know how many people lost money in the last bull run? In the last big Bitcoin bull run, right? A lot of people. A lot of people on the run up to 20K from $250 lost money because they're gambling. They're just using leverage, getting liquidated on every little pullback. And we know that bull run in starting like September 2015 when it was at about I think it was about $240, right in there somewhere. It was having 30% pullbacks on the way up, just wrecking people. All you got to do is take your profit, get back into trade. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. Let me see here. Let's do a quick little workflow intraday. Wow, man, this daily is out. Blow the whistle. I love the trend. Love the volatility. We're getting a higher high on the daily too. So on the daily, it's blasting out any bear div, but this candle is not closed. This candle pulls back. This returns oscillator will drop tremendously. Tremendously. DLP's almost hit the 95% confidence interval too. Like I said, volatility looks good. Everything's positively correlated, expanding. Just like the weekly. The monthly finishing off. Right, I showed this before. Let me blow this up real quick. So you got the low length finishing off contraction, right? Contracting, negatively correlated. You're going to get a walk up. The 2400 is expanding, positively correlated. This monthly set up. Monthly is set up. Not a lot of history. It's okay. Let's drop to the 4 hour. Bold or bear div here too, but look at the trend. The trend is your friend, and it is trending. So let me see here. Yeah, there's no pullback. I mean, this thing. Eventually, probably what'll happen, especially where we're at these 95.4% probabilities. You know, we get a pullback here. We get a pullback here, and you get a lower low on the returns oscillator again. Set it more hidden, especially from the crosshair. No, I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, this time it's going to have to be from the bottom. So this returns oscillator is going to have to drop below the 2 SD band to set up any hidden. Like I said, locally from that last top right there, there's no div. It's coming from back here. It's coming from back here, which I don't even know, man, if I like that. So it's really not the top, just this candle right here. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It really is. Let me jump on the 90. Yeah, a couple wicks right up in. See, and you know, on the 90-minute, where are these wicks going to? They're going right into the second standard deviation, man. Right? This one was a little short. Actually, that wick right there. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what's going on right now. Riding the power mean band to the top side. Two big, nice 90-minute outliers. Gotta love it. Yeah, bear div down here, too. Back in the trend. Trend's turning back up. We were even talking about this on the 90-minute, too. Indeed. Talking about. Let me see. And here's the hidden that started it all. Right, this lower low right here. And it's just progressively been just making its way up. Making its way up. There was a little bear div, a little pullback there. It set up hidden bull from right there. Pop, pop. Another pop. Pop, pop. Another pop. We're popping. More bear div. Comes down to zero mean. Bounces again on what? Hidden again, guys. The returns oscillator is powerful. Even on these little, just this little bit of movement. It's going to show you divergence. What do you think's happening right now? You're already dropping below the low. Right? It's already starting to set up hidden again. But considering where we're at the 2SD, yeah, it's going to be a little rough here. If you're in longs and you're not taking your profit, you're missing out.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Take your freaking profit. You can get back in the trades, people. You can get back in the trades. Look at the volatility on the 45. Right? All the correlation broke negative. Everything's still expanding. Yeah. Prediction model just broke too on the 45. Get a target here. Let's get a quick target. Definitely get, if it finds support on this 95.4 Laplace again, I mean, look, wick, then bounces back up to the 2 SD. So right now you're sandwiched between the 95.4% probabilities. So you get up to the 2 SD, there's a 95.4% chance immediately it comes back down to the Laplace distribution 95.4. And let's see on this 4 hour. Yeah, it only got up. That's the 1 SD on this 4 hour candle too. So what would I be targeting here? Tell you what, if it breaks back inside, and you're at the top of the daily range, just notice that. That's at the 2 SD. You know, if I had to make a call right now, I'd be like, this thing's probably seen the high of the day. Probabilities are saying it. Daily volatility range is saying it. Right now, this little pullback, especially market open 11 minutes, I'm going to be a bit surprised to see this thing nail the 95.4 to the downside, about 46.7. It's about $500-600 move. And as I speak, it just drops another few $100. And what is that level? 95.4% on this 4 hour candle. With all this volatility. Yeah, man.
It's also the 30-12 RMLR on the 15-minute.
Here, let me reset it so it straightens out our deviation lines. That's all you got to do too. With volatility, right? Your probability percentage levels are gonna fluctuate a little bit. Let me look at that wick, right into the 1 SD right there on the 4 hour. Now that you reset them, right? Yeah, very powerful, man. And what did I just say? I'm looking at this 95.4 right here at about 40. Yeah, what's it at? 46.7 area. 46.678. If it breaks back down in this third resistance level on the daily, which is support. There we go. Come on down here. Show everybody the power of the probabilities. Let's see why that's doing that. What was that? 46.666. 666, huh? Oh, little devil. Devil's in the details. 45-minute. Boom. Just hit the top side of the power mean band. Where's the 90? See if we get some confluence there with that 46.6 area. A little lower.
Yeah, I just hit the power mean on the 15-minute too. After driving through the RMLR, after driving through the 3012 RMLR.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm looking for some maybe low time frame wave train test. Wouldn't be a bit surprised the 1 minute's already on it. Let's see the 33, if not below it. There we go. 9 log MA on the 33. Yeah, look at the returns oscillator though. Guys, my God, man, this is a hidden bull champ of the world. This thing just keeps setting it up. If this comes back to the 33-minute wave trend though, it'll take care of that strong hidden bull on the 33-minute. Strong. Let's see where'd that wick go to? Wick almost to the 95.4 plus.
Yeah.
Probabilities.
Yeah, that was also the 33 power mean on the just below the 33 power mean on the 15-minute.
And folks, it wasn't like we're up here at the 2SD on the daily 95.4% probability. It's not like I'm like, oh, now there's a 95.4% chance it goes down here. No. That's not how it works. There was a ton of bear div on these time frames, and I'm like, this thing looks like it's going to pull back. So during this 4-hour candle, where would I assume it's going to pull back to if it's strong on some bear div? The 95.4 to the downside. And that means that's what I would look at as the pullback, because there's a 95.4% chance it doesn't exceed that during this 4-hour candle. I'm not saying this can't pull back even further, but when it comes to this 4-hour close, which we still got, what, hour and 38 minutes?
Yeah.
There's a 95.4% chance that'll be the low on this 4-hour candle. There's a 95.4% chance it was the high of the day, because that's the daily 95.4. Oh, everybody needs probabilities in their life. Indeed.
True that.
But know this, once it gets in you, once you get the bug, you will start using this in everything in life.
Yeah.
Your entire life will be probabilities.
Yes.
People, I use the word a lot, probable. People will ask me. People will ask me, hey, you can do this, you're going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, it's probable. And I'll be like, what? What do you mean it's probable? Can't you just give me an answer? Well, no, not really. It's all probabilities, man.
Yeah.
And there's on the 33-minute, where'd this thing just pull back to? 99.7 Laplace distribution range on the 33. We're hitting a wave trend somewhere. Let's check it out. It's one of these lower time frames here. Probably not the 15-minute yet. Oh, close though. Close. So where is that? 40. And look where that's at. 46.582. That's right, little bit below the 4-hour. Right? A little bit before the 4-hour 95.4. So that's interesting. Literally like $30 or something. Okay. Almost got a whip down there too. So this 9-minute definitely. Is this below? Did that just close below wave trend? So if it did, we're definitely going to see that 6 area. Oh, look at that, baby. Got a wick below, closed above it. Now it's starting to drop again, though. Let's see what happens. You're below the 33 power mean, too. Once you get below that booger, it's a whole new ball game.
On the 15 length, it already went through it. Yeah. When it hit that 95.5 and that 3012 RMLR on the 15-minute, the 15 length RWT was right there as well.
There. Let me reset.
Yeah, we use different lengths, so we use all kinds of, we look all kinds of interesting numbers because that's the probabilities.
Look at that. Remember when I just showed you this? There was like 4.5 million in shorts that got liquidated. There was only 336,000 longs. That just went to 8.45 million longs liquidated just because of this pullback. A 15-minute candle, man. Just liquidated. What?
Because they were looking at some silly triangle or Fibonacci or exponential moving average. Oh, it's going to go up more. Well, the probabilities say it's looking for a mean reversion. Oh, mean reversion happened. Oh, what do you know?
Incredible. $8 million in longs just got liquidated on this 15-minute candle because people up here just refuse to take profit.
Yeah.
And they're just right. They're just like, oh.
Not only that, they're entering positions at like 10x, 20x, 50x, right? 100x. What are they thinking? Of course, if it moves down 1% or whatever, you're going to get wrecked if you're like at 50%.
If I was on camera right now, people would be laughing. I got my hand on my forehead and I'm just shaking my head. People just don't learn. Why we're sitting here teaching this for free. The best thing we do is teach people how to really take profit. We're going to drill that in your head.
Yeah.
People are like, I'm a great trader. I'm a great trader. Would you be willing to share your P&L? Like to see it.
Or at least just commit to taking profit on a regular basis.
I want to see where people's mindsets are when they say they're good traders. Because there's it's all about the bottom line. I don't care if you won a great trade last week and you made a couple $1,000s or whatever you did. What's your P&L? What's your P&L? Coming in this new year, what's your P&L? I mean, we're only through the first month. Barely into February, although now February's flying. Guys, look how fast this year is already going. Crying out loud. It's going to be gone soon, too. 2024. Woo! Get your popcorn. That's all I can say. Get your freaking popcorn. Holy crap.
Get them Bitcoins.
Indeed. Indeed. This 15-minute candle's got 3 minutes left. Trying to pull back up. Let me see some here. And yeah, pretty much you reset this. This thing's pretty much nailed the 95.4. This candle was up here, messing around. It pulled back to like right here, top side of the 68.3, and I was like, okay, if that bear div plays out, target's going to be the 95.4 Laplace probably. And I just say that because that's a great landing spot. And the probabilities say in the next hour, in 33 minutes, that will be the low on this 4-hour candle. Can it dip down below? Well, you got the 2SD right below it, just like up here, right? Here's a 95.4 Laplace on the daily to the top side, then the 2SD. Yeah.
It definitely nailed that 95.5 line. I mean, came real. If you want to look at it on the active line, okay, it's 25 points off. But
and let's see here real quick.
When you see it straight down,
for the 1500 RMLRs. Uh-oh. At the 33 down there. Yeah, this was even setting up on the RMLRs. Yeah, you opened up that 15-minute candle right below. Tell you what, you close this 15-minute candle below these RMLRs. Prediction model on the 11's already flipped.
Yeah.
So, look out. 33 on the 15. Yeah, one's got there. 620. I mean, right? We know where that's at. It's at 4-hour. 95.4 to the downside. Interesting. Go up.
They both flip, right? They both flip those RMLRs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did. My bad. Ooh, another thing. Well, you closed right at the 11 here. So look, now you got the 30 support on the 33 here. Kind of like that. Now we're getting squeezed, but look at the future. This actually looks good for some ranging. Just like I said, probably going to stay above that 4-hour 95.4, below the daily 95.4 to the top side. It's actually right now in the next hour and half now. That is a great range for Bitcoin because there is a lot of volatility right now. We haven't seen shit yet.
And it just fell off a cliff from the trending move into complete randomness. So,
my question to all the degens out there that choose to use leverage: do you have any idea what's going to be happening when Bitcoin's like 6 figures? Are you ready for like $2,000 15-minute candles that are just going to wreck you blind because you're using leverage and you're not taking the profit? If you knew
and that's like
what's that?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
If you knew where these probability levels were at, you'd be taking your profits. Guys, in this move right here, several different profit-taking opportunities because you never know. But you know, when you have leading information, you're going to be able to use that divergence, right? You're going to be able to use that divergence to know when to get back into these trades, especially if you got a nice little low time frame workflow. But right here, when this thing starts pumping off the top of the daily, right? It opened up in the daily or in the 4-hour 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Is that close enough for a daily volatility range test? Yeah. So when you start flying up here, look, First profit taking. And what are we down here at? 45,265. Look at that. Just the top side of the 68.3 was about a $500 scalp. That's the first profit taking. You get back in that trade, what's the next one, right? You're still in this 4-hour candle. So you're going to have to throw caution to the wind. It's going to be quick. If you get back in that, I'm looking at the 95.4. That's still, what was that, 775. That's literally a $200 scalp. Just from the top side of the 68.3 to the 95.4 on the 4-hour. Right there, I'm probably taking caution because of the probabilities. Right here, I'm probably not getting in another low time frame trade to the top side. Just because of those 4-hour probabilities. And look what happened at the end of the 4-hour. See how little wick went right down to the 95.4, then pulled back up, closed right at this, right below the second standard deviation. When that was up here, coming into the last hour of that 4-hour candle, there was a 95.4% chance it would close right here, and it did. Beautiful. So where would I get in the next trade? Probably down here on the bounce. I mean, I haven't even looked at the chart, low time frame workflow, nothing. I'm just looking at kind of price action. And you got another probably $200, $250 scalp. Pop. Then you're looking at this 1SD, especially if you get it right here. It opens up right at the bottom side of the new 4-hour, 68.3. I'm sure we're probably on low time frames, like the 1 minute. Nothing probably in trend, definitely. You probably just rode the 1 minute trend right up. What time was this? 0300. Let's have fun. 0300.
It's back in random mode now on the 1 minute, but it was in trend on that dump.
Right. Let me see.
Absolutely. It just went back into random like 5 minutes ago.
I want to go to 0300.
By the way, that $2,000 move Bilbo just mentioned, like, are you ready for $2,000 15-minute candles? Like, that's when it's not even at 100 grand. That's like when it's at 70, 60, and you're seeing $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 moves regularly.
Let me see here.
So when it's at like 100, I mean, it could easily move a couple. Yeah. Like if it moves 2%, which we've seen often, we've seen far more than 2%. We've seen 4 or 5% moves on 15-minute candles. That's not a problem in Bitcoin land.
Yeah, I'm almost at 3. Yeah, what'd I just say? Let me see here. Here's right about it. Started dropping in a trend, then got in some even bigger trend there. But that was that little move. Yeah, dropped right in the trend. That's what I was looking for. And the volatility. 1 minute's tough. Guys, don't start on the 1 minute, please. It's all part of my workflow. Okay. That's what I wanted to see, if that little move there, bouncing off of the, let's get back to where we're at. And look at this, candle almost backfilling already. Guys, Jesus, these shorts are going to get liquidated now. Watch this shit. Pretty funny. Yes, we're laughing at you, leverage folks. Indeed. Indeed. There we go. There's them short licks picking back up now. That thing just jumped what? It was at, I don't even remember now. But yeah, long's up. And this is just the last hour. Shorts are catching up because this candle's backfilling as we speak. By the end of the day, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see everything just level up. That's how these algos do it, man. They don't care if you're a bull or a bear. They're going to grab that money. On the 15-minute, though, you're going to have to get back up above this 9 log MA. And I already said this is a perfect freaking range right now. During this 4-hour candle. So 4-hour, bottom side, 95.4. Daily, top side, second standard deviation, which is the 95.4. This thing's trying to push through the Laplace 95.4 right now. If it backfills this candle, funny. I'm telling you. Gotta love Bitcoin. Slapping people around. All right. Traditional markets open. We're going to come back to crypto. Give me a second here, though. Get over here. I want to take a peek at the dollar. Bitcoin's wreaking havoc. Oh, yeah. Back up above 104, huh? Gold, where you at? 2024? Be watching. I'm telling you. Gold's going to break 2K again. Gold's going to break 2K again. Okay, so dollar had this pullback. Let me see here. Where's 104? What was that high the other day? 104.4. Yeah, I did look at this earlier. Okay, it dropped out. Almost to the first support. So now, you're back in the 68.3. This is the dollar's chance. You get by this daily range, dollar is going to be at the top side of the 68.3. It hasn't been there yet today, right? Kind of slow. Now the market's open, though. This thing's going to start firing up. Thing is going to start firing up. And we got a lot of support down here on this weekly. All right, it's getting front ran too. So there's the top side of the weekly range. Pull this up a little bit. Come on there, baby. There you go. Let me see. Let's go over here. Take a quick little peek. Put this on traditional. There you are, Dixie.
Oh.
Yeah, so volatility on the 15 minutes pegged up here at 100. Looks like you've got the 2400 at a 98. Everything else is at 100 percentile. So what happens after volatility expansion? Especially all three lengths. You know you're going to get some contraction here. This isn't like most traditional indicators that lag and that and it's not leading information like volatility. Right? This isn't going to hang up here very long. Just like the returns oscillator. You ever notice that about a returns oscillator? Go take a peek at your beloved little RSI, all you traditional TA folks. It will snake around in these so-called overbuy and oversold zones forever, wrecking people. Oh God, it's oversold. Must be a good buy. And that's how people set that stuff up. Tell you what, it's a good way to lose a lot of money. Oh, it's overbought. We got to sell now. Oh, it's oversold. We got to buy now. That's not how this game works. If something's oversold or overbought, that means there's a lot of people selling. There's a lot of people buying. And if you had the correct tools to read the correct divergence, you would know when that move's about over. Not just some lagging relative strength index that is absolutely worthless. If you understood the poor math that it's built on, the guy that built it, right, doesn't even have good enough math. He's a failed engineer. Well, let's just build some indicators. Let's scam the public. It's pretty bad. Pretty freaking bad. All right, dollar. I'm going to see this 4 hour. This thing's setting up. You got wave trend literally on the 15 getting ready to break. If the dollar does not get back up above here, and that's the retest right there. All right, this thing dumped out. Wave trend was getting really close to crossing down. Sends a wick right into the 99 log MA reverse Fisher. Next probably half hour, these things are going to be tit to tit here. Bulls and bears are going to meet up. See, about 104.166 is where this cross is going to happen. Considering this 15-minute already shot all the way back up to test this area because that's incoming, I don't know if it's going to come back up, to be honest. Although, man, this thing is turning back down in the trend. You're going to have to totally, tell you what, you pull all the way back up here to about 104.15 area, that might have the juice. Might have the juice. Look, everything's positively correlated. Everything's pinned up here too. I mean, that's okay. This thing does have the strength to pull this back up. Okay, 4 hour. Show me something. What you testing? What are you doing, 4 hour? Wave trend. Indeed. Looky there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so this has been tested. So right now, during this 4 hour candle on Dixie, you want to close it back above this 9. And look at that, 104.14. 104.14. See something. 104.14. Yeah, right below the daily. I mean, it's right here. It's totally, I mean, it would be right back at the top of this 15-minute candle right here. Pretty much. See if it's got it in it. If it does, gets back up in that 68.30 because this freaking wave trend just got tested. All right, look at the dollar. 4 hours, shoots way outside. Goes back up to those local highs. 3 wicks right into those local highs. Where did those go on Dixie? Let's see here. Yeah, it's all this right here. Interesting. Is that it up there? Yeah, 104.4. Hitting that monthly resistance. Hitting that monthly resistance. And, hold on here. Is that the first or second or third? I think it's the second. Yeah, it is the second. Where is the first? It's crammed in here somewhere. Or am I wrong? Is there another one? There might be another. Yep, I was wrong. It's first. Just like Bitcoin. Nailed up there by that first resistance on the monthly. Yeah, Jesus, I think I slept like 2 hours because of the dogs. My God. My brain's a little fried. Bear with me. I'll tell you what, though, I'm doing better than most of these Jimmy YouTubers out there. Got no clue what's going on in these markets. No clue. No clue. There's one guy that's got a little beat on it, but nah, I don't even watch him anymore. It just drives me nuts to see these people using lagging indicators.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like freaking I'm a vampire and it's garlic. Like, get away.
Meanwhile, Solana 105.
Yeah, I was gonna pull Solana.
Good.
Is that what's it out? Is that 105? Nice.
Yeah, 105 and change. Bitcoin or alts? What are you trading, folks? What are you trading? Bitcoin or alts?
Bitcoin or alts?
Or
Bitcoin
traditionals?
See this
I think it's all about stacking multiple things.
Yeah.
If possible.
Too. Hanging around the Fisher. The dollar can stay up here by Fisher. Let this power mean band start breaking up through here. It's okay. Dollar could get back on track. You reject here and come back down. Break below wave trend at 103.35. You're going to be at the bottom side of the daily power mean band, about 102.6 here at some point. Right now, it's okay. Pretty safe up here. Except you got low length volatility contracting, positively correlated. Let's see, is that 981? Looks like it's turning back up. Yeah, turning back up. So it's expanding. Correlation just broke positive. 2400 starting to expand a little bit. Positively correlated. So you got the low length that's contracting with grade. They're both pretty much falling way from down from 100%. It's in a 41 now and 39 respectively. Quite a bit of a drop. Over 50 points. So when that does do that, now I would like to see this totally contract again. Like I said, the dollar can stay up here, and I'm gonna even say just the 9. It's at 103.7. You do not want to see the dollar drop below there. There's a lot of support here on this daily. You got all 3 log MAs and wave trend really tight right here, and the power mean band's flipping back up. All this got to get above the reverse Fisher. Until that happens, this is just going to be in this range probably. Probably going to be in this range, rejecting off that first support on the monthly. And if this does continue to drop, 1SD, probably get a full test of that at 103.9. But then the top of the weekly. Top of the weekly. And Dixie managed to get its daily range up here, right? Got a daily range above that weekly. Monthly's below that. This thing is set up. Dixie's set up to make a move back up. Just saying that. Macro-wise, it is moving. Let me see why gold. Let's see gold. Real quick before I go back to crypto 2026. What are you beating your head on, gold? Look at that nasty little wick. Where'd that go to? Been talking about this all week. This is just, I'm glad this is in Bitcoin. This is some macro volatility, not in the right direction. You got the monthly below the weekly. This is some stiff resistance. Think that area's getting front ran? Look at these gold bulls, man. They tried to run this up. Bears are like, nah, we're not having that. Well, that was coming in right on yesterday's daily range. Holding a little memory there, huh? Then it pulls it back. Yeah, this 1SD is probably 2021, huh? Let me see here. Where is first support on the weekly? There it is down here. 2017, 2017. This is the last day though, right? So let's see here. That could be a good target for the close of the day. 2017. You're below the first standard deviation. All right, still above. Here's a 95.4. If gold does dump out, there's a 95.4% chance, and I'm going to use the range. This doesn't close below 2012, but between the two models, the 2SD normal distribution, 209. So 2012, about a 3-point range in the 95.4s here. Somewhere in here, right? If this does dump out. If Dixie finds legs, pumps today, and I'm saying if Dixie goes to... Gonna have to break above this monthly. If it breaks above the monthly and Dixie runs up to 104.3, top side of the 68.3, so that's quite a ways from here right now. Well, what, 0.3? Could do it pretty easy. But I would assume that gold would be running for that lower level. Scale this up a little bit. Yeah, because it's almost at the 1SD. Actually, top side 68.3. No, man, I'm going to say it's going to break the 1SD if it flies up to the top side of the 68. I'm talking if Dixie runs to that top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily. Gold's probably going to break the 1SD at 2021. Then you're going to get stuck down here near the first support on the weekly. which usually you're going to get a nice kick from there. If it breaks that, though, you're going to close. Gold will close down here in that little range. 209 to 212 going into next week. And on a bearish note, I might add. Let's see here. Let me just check. I'm going to look through here real quick before I go back to crypto. I'm probably get stuck on crypto. Let's see. Coinbase up 7%, back up to 142. Go Coinbase. Go Coinbase. Coinbase. In phase, still moving after the earnings, up 3.75 today. Meta had that big earnings plate, still hanging up there too, around 470. Roku, what are we doing here? So fine. What is that, Uber? No. United Airlines. Yeah, I'm about done with a few airlines. Tesla, all right. Tesla starting to cruise back up towards $200. Elon under attack. Yeah, it happens. Let's see, anything else going on down here? Same. Spirit Airlines pulling back again. Oh, you know what else too? Nailed it. Here, let's go back crypto. I was talking about that Monero move. What's it doing? Pulling back. Look at it. I'm telling you guys. I called this yesterday. Said Monero's pulling back. Again. Right back down to probably the lows. Let's see here. Yeah, got back up to what the other day? Yeah, like, and everybody's like, oh, rebound. And I was like, hey, good on Monero. Right? I think it was, got halfway back to where it dumped from. I'm telling you though, man, this thing's at some point probably going to revisit these lows. Right? It was down there right around $100. Would be a bit surprised. 95.4% chance today Monero does not close today below 117.5. Or if you want to do a little range here, if the 2SD 116, let's just say 116, 117, about a point range in there. So 95.4% chance going into the weekend, Monero does not close below that level. All right. But called that pullback again. Indeed. Saw that coming a mile away. We got Bitcoin. Yeah, some of these shorts falling off. People took a little profit. Probably smart. 47.1, huh?
Yeah, we even spoke about it on yesterday's stream. We said, good, not a call, but good place to take your profit around this 126 area, wherever it was.
Yeah.
And it sure was.
Now,
why? Because of the probabilities.
Exactly. Can't get back up above the daily 95.4. We'll see a deeper little reset here. But seeing how bullish this is, I would say at the most this thing maybe pull back 46.5 area. First standard deviation. That's probably going to support, especially after this big power move here, right to what is that, second support. Guys, you got to realize that was perfect too. Top side of the daily range, second standard deviation, beautiful. Probably the high of the day. Now, so this thing takes off again. Let's take another peek over here. Let's see if we got some hidden setting up. What the hell is going on out here, man? I hear all kinds of big equipment. Yeah, the ditches out on the road got really clogged. There was a bunch of maintenance crews freaking redigging out these ditches. The water was crossing the road and coming down everybody's driveway because everybody's dealing with these ravines. A lot of people got low points on their driveways. And, man, Jesus. Probably all at the same time. We all called the county at the same time. Hey, man, we got an issue out here. I know you don't do much for us, but you think you could come dig these ditches? What? There's like 30 calls on the line saying we need to dig ditches. Jesus criminy. Yeah, I won't go there. I was going to say something, but I won't. Been watching the streams this week. You probably knew exactly where I was going to go with that. Let me see here. 12.78. Bonk. I'm going to look at Bonk too, but Bitcoin on daily. I was coming down here to look for some hidden bull. Indeed, and I'm telling you here, why did I go right to the 33? Because I remembered how deep this thing dove. And of course, pulling back up. This thing's setting up hidden, man. Prediction model going into a random walk. Right? All the volatility kept expanding. Right? Here's where boom, 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 right? Kept expanding, negatively correlated. I'd like to see this thing close more at about, this 33-minute candle closes in 50 seconds. So actually, that's a good pullback up. We'll see. But That's a dirty little volatile candle right there. If you know what that candle is, not good. Will the 9 on the 33-minute support? Because if it doesn't, we could see wave trend on the 33. 45.9, guys. It's about $1,100.
Yep.
You think some longs got liquidated so far? You pull back to there, you're gonna it'll balance out real quick, real quick. Interesting indeed. I do like the hidden, ton of hidden on the 33. It was trying to, let me see here, where exactly is it? The only thing though, man. I mean, those are a couple little bearish, but boy, they stayed. If I like that. There's the real low right there at the low of the status set, and it is. It's definitely hidden, and a ton of it. Returns oscillator just turned back up too. There we go. Now volatility is going to contract. Look how much that changed that fast, just with that close. All right. Now everything's contracting, negatively correlated. That's what you want to see coming onto the hidden. But this thing could dick around up here by the 9 log MA while the returns oscillator makes its way back up to the zero mean. Because that's usually when you get the when that hidden plays out, the biggest part of the hidden is going to play out when you cross back up the zero mean. See the 15-minute. Yeah, there was definitely a bunch of hidden, man. A bunch of hidden on the 15-minute. Let's see. But locally, no. It's coming from back here. Got all lower lows when it comes to this point. This point. Let me see. But then right back here, that's where it's at. I don't know. I don't know if that's strong enough, to be honest. More than likely, if this returns oscillator comes up to the zero mean, even cracks it a little bit, you're going to have hidden bear. So now this thing's kind of flipping around. Total random walk now, though, on the 15 minutes. So this thing's ready to go back into trend one of these directions. Is it going to stay? Prediction model going to stay to the downside and then go into trend. If it does, the third is, we could see that $1,000 pullback. Is the 45 setting up hidden? Yeah, hidden on the 45. 33, 45, 90. Go back to VRE. Be honest, from what I'm seeing there intraday, I like this thing closing around this 95.4 Laplace today.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, 47.2 area. Maybe even gets trapped back up here in this little range between the 95.4s. Like it. I do like it. One more peek at this 4 hour. It's 9:53. And that is interesting. Boy, you don't see that often. This outlier just rolled over and it's still an outlier. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it. Let me see. Down, little local higher high. There's the bear div though, but is it enough? Yeah, I want to see. I'd like to see the return oscillator drop down. Let me see here. Yeah, it's going to have to be a lower low. I think I already talked about this. There's the 4 hour trend trying to break back up inside. And that's what you're looking for, right? Is the prediction model on the 4 hour going to flip going into the weekend? If this 4 hour stays in trend by the close of the day, this could be just a big pump weekend. And I'm talking about some of those higher RMLRs. Up here, we had a 3 day up here at about, where are you at? That's way up there, 51.8. 2 day, 49.5. Some nice levels here. And that daily is already, yeah, you're above both, which is good, which is real good.
Yeah.
Look at that, wick right into the 2SD. There was a 95.4.
And it's above the power
whap,
move.
whap, whap. This thing is beautiful. What I haven't looked at is 5 day. What's 5 day at? That makes a lot of sense right there, to be honest. When is 5 day candle? The 5th. Oh man, this thing closes today, man. We're gonna get a new 5 day candle. Boy, that is bullish. Look at the 5 days locally, right? You close this candle at a higher high. I'm telling you, this new 5 day candle is going to be up here at about, where? 50K. Been screaming from the rooftops about 50K. Not too many people listening though, because they're all wrapped up in all these.
They don't want to hear us, man. They don't want to hear us, man. Tell them.
YouTube Jimmies.
These are actually probabilities, are not nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see they constantly. I mean, at the beginning of this stream, we told Bilbo was like, "Look, it's gonna go mean reversion," and then boom,
Boom,
mean
boom.
reversion.
Just like that. It was the boom.
It's not. It's not. We're not pulling magical things out of hats or something.
Oh,
right?
You know
We're not reading entrails.
So on the 5-day,
yeah,
95 for Laplace is outside the second standard deviation.
Yeah, buddy.
Interesting. It's up there at what is that? 48.5. Yeah, 48.5.
Yeah.
And this thing closes today. Come on, you dirty donkey. You want it too. 48.1. Problem is the daily range. Top side of the daily, 95.4% probability. I'm just looking for some confluence up there. Want to say 48.5? 48.2 is that first resistance on the monthly. 48.2, huh? This will be nice when we get a new 4-hour candle here in a little bit. All right, hour and 3 minutes. Get a new 4-hour candle, get some new probabilities. You close up here around the daily. That's what I'm saying. You close up here around daily. Like right now, you get a nice little tight 68.3. The range around in. The way these charts look, though, I see this thing closing. I see this thing closing in this little tight 95.4 range. Even though these, the shorts are starting to fall off a little bit too on Bitfinex. Not surprised. Not freaking surprised. Yeah, Jupe. Well, I'm glad I sold that free airdrop. I sold a 62 cents or something. Good move.
Nice.
I wish I would have. That's why there was that mad scramble right when it got dropped. Dang, it almost took down the Solana network.
Yeah.
That thing was like, was that over $1? Something.
Yep.
Over $1.
Yep.
Remember correctly, but yeah, I think pulled back hard.
I think they originally priced it at 2 though. Yeah, whatever they did with it.
Me and Matt were foaming at the mouth when we were first like getting ready for it, because it was like up around $2, and I was like, holy shit, man, this is gonna be a free airdrop. That'd be like literally like $4,000 or $5,000 free. Allegedly, Nothing's free in this world.
Yeah. I
don't know what the hell's going on. This is monopoly money. It's not real. Have no fear. Let's go to Solana.
Yeah.
Where you at, Soul? You're outside top side of the 68.3. Sending wicks down below. Solana's liking it up here. Close 15-minute candles below here, though. Yeah. Could come back down to... Is that the top of the weekly, too? I think it is. Give me a second here. No, what am I talking about? Jesus. That's right. We were doing this yesterday. And that's what I wanted. I wanted yesterday to close above that first resistance on the weekly. All right? Didn't. Why? Top side of the 68.3. Closed right inside of it. It's already ran up above it. Start of the day. Finding support up here. I can see Solana up here, 110. I'm telling you, if Bitcoin ranges up there, closes up where it's at right now, near those 95.4s, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a pump on Solana, and Solana close around 110, 111. Look at that, 111.11. Wait a minute, I got to meditate real quick. These are good numbers. All alpha traders are just going to crush it this year. There we go. Look at all this freaking macro volatility. Sol's back up above, too. I love it. As a Solana holder, makes my nether region tingle. Let me see. Quick peek of Bonk. Hello, Bonk. What you doing? Let's freaking go, G. Tight daily range. Got up above it. Been running ever since. Up above that weekly, too. You go. That's tough. This is exactly what Bonk needed. Now it needs to get up above the monthly. Up here. during this weekend. Be nice during it today. I don't know if that's going to happen. Why? It's the third, fourth, fifth standard deviation. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that ain't going to happen today. Over the weekend, though? Possibly. Today be more like, oh yeah, that's right. Shit, there's a 683. So you're above the 2SD, finding support off of it. Yeah. Yeah, bonk. You close above the 2SD today, bonk gonna have a big weekend. Bonk could roll, steamroll. Probably top of this monthly is gonna be a magnet, especially if you close above the bottom. You're in the monthly range right now. That's good. And so what's gonna happen? Should we emoji trade again? Should
Yes.
we emoji trade? Maybe. Where my little bowls? There they are. Here's my little bowl. Bowls
Just
have
for
reset.
Friday, right?
Bowls are right here. Right? You can see the wick, the little pullback. Wick right in to the top side of the second standard deviation. I think bounced very nicely. And you're at the second standard deviation on the 4 hour right now. Right? Second standard deviation on this 4 hour. Got an hour. 59 minutes. You close up here above the 95.4, right at the 2SD on the 4 hour. You're probably going to get some continuation. Today, good. This is a third standard deviation. So 99.7% chance bonk doesn't close above this number. 12 what is that? 121.931. Pack 4 zeros before that. Try to figure it out. Gotta love these cryptos. Win bonk to a penny. Win bonk to a penny. You got a fucking 500 million of them things. Let's go bonk. Bonk to $1. Screw it. It would be like a black hole. It would suck all the liquidity in the universe into it.
Yeah. And nobody would know what to do with it.
Wall Street would be like, we sold everything and put it in bonk.
And everyone's like, what's bonk?
Yeah. Is my dog in? Yeah.
It's a meme coin. Ah!
So yeah, this is tight too. I'll get rid of my little emoji. Too big for the chart. Yeah, see the bull's definitely gonna climb back up here. Right? I mean, when they ran to that 2SD, pulled back top side to 68 or 95.4, and then ran up above it. This is gonna be some good support, and it's the top of the weekly range. Right? It's the top side of the weekly. God, man. So you got the top side of the weekly, bottom side of the monthly. Didn't even notice that. Right there. Tight little range. Yep. This is you talk about the trench. Yeah. Big time. This is where in World War II they were throwing apples back and forth and telling jokes at each other and shit. They were so close. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy how tight that is. That is a lot of support right now, too. I would say bonk's going to close up here in the monthly just because the top of the weekly. Bulls moved right up here. They're like, all right, go bonk. Because they were down here. They just successfully been moving up, just running over the bears. Running over those dirty little bears. It's fun to be a bear sometimes. Indeed. But you know that old saying, bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. What does that mean? It's what we teach. If you don't take your profit, you're going to get jacked. Doesn't matter what side you're on. And if you're in one of the gangs, you're going to get wrecked. Got to be flexible. Got to be able to read the charts. Got to understand volatility. Got to know where the bulls and the bears are setting up. And I'm not talking about freaking YouTube Jimmy and his little minions. His 10,000 minions that think they're great traders. Because I got newsflash for you, they're not. They're not moving. They're not moving the needle. Put it that way. When I talk about the bulls and the bears, I'm talking about the HFT firms. The real people moving the markets. Okay. So let me take a peek at here. Moving. Engine Hex. Hex trying to work its way back up to a penny, huh? Nice. Who was that talking about Hex? They were going to buy in when it got back. I think it was down at, what was it low on that bad boy? Pull this in a little bit. Yeah, down here somewhere. Yeah, it was around 7 or something. Can't remember. Boy, look at that. Wicks into the center of the monthly right here. WAP rejection. WAP rejection. WAP. Probably going to get the same thing. If I was in a hex trade right now, especially intraday, I'd be all over profit. Because pretty obvious what's going on up here, folks. The bears are dug in at the center of this monthly. And that's the center of the weekly, too. Good Lord. That's some massive, massive resistance. Thank God Bitcoin's above that shit. Makes total sense, though. You get big Bitcoin moves, it's going to suck the wind out of a lot of alts. Bonk popping. Oh, bonk. Yeah, there's Bitcoin. But you get these little pullbacks on Bitcoin, right? Some of the alts are going to take advantage. Grab up some of that liquidity. Yeah, and this was probably no brainer. I'm looking to have this thing. Said we got what, 55 minutes left. 55 minutes. Next 55 minutes, 95.4% chance doesn't close below 46,665. 1SD. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Get some targets here. Solana. This RMLR. Big ass range there. Holy crap, what's this, 5-day? I don't even like going this high on Solana. There's not a lot of history. Oof. Oof. Red alert. Red alert. I kind of like this bouncing there, and you can see. When's it gonna? Ooh, man, I think it's turning up hard. At some point, though, it's gonna bust above it. It's got a little target up here at what? 136, 135 area. Okay. This a little extreme. I don't see that happening. $46. Yeah. Going to the top side here. 137, huh? That is on a 5-day though. Let's work this down. 3-day. Oof. Got to close above there. Close above 104.65. I mean, literally right at it. Right above it. They're just sitting right on top of each other. There we go. There we go. On this 3-day, let's see, 9, 10, 11. This thing closes on the 11th. That is the weekend, huh? Indeed. Yeah, Sunday. Alright. What do you think? Get a 1SD move out of Sol? 3-day, 113.15. Close Sunday? Possibly. Do like the support here, and then you got the 30 length. How high is this thing? Let's check it out. Pull you down. Come on. There it is up there. 189. 189.9. Wow. It's going to pull back up above on February 20th, huh? We got up here 140. 140. Nice ceiling here. Nice ceiling. Going into the halving. It's literally right about in this range out here. April. Wow. Still going to be at this top side. 150, 160 area when the halving pops. Maybe. Oh, we got the little sandwich going on here. Today. The 11's at 110. 110.41, huh? Yeah, see, Sol's got a chance here. I mean, we're back inside 68.3. I'm looking at that 110 level, which is going to be probably 95.4 Laplace area. Let's see here. There it is up there. Yeah, 111. We already looked at it. I know. I just couldn't remember. That's what I want to see today. I'd love to see Sol get up here and close above that 11 length RMLR. They both just crossed up. I mean, this is on the verge. You close up here about the day, Sol's going to freaking probably take off. Probably going to take off. A lot of stuff going on here when if you know what you're looking at. What about the 4-hour? Yep, finding that support. It's another thing holding this thing up at like 104.4 area. Got the 11 length RMLR. Was that 30 power means right in there too. Piled right up in there. Let me spread it out. Yeah, 30. But look at that, boy. These things are just the 30. That's another time frame where the 30 is just running with the 3 power mean. So this is what I do. So on the 4-hour, I want Sol to close above 104.36. All right. Yeah, if this thing stays to the downside the rest of the day, I want to see Sol close above 104.36. And if we get a little more juice in the boots, I want to see it close up there around 111. Definitely above that 110.42 range. I mean, we've already nailed the 1SD. See that little blue dot? Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. What was that? There's the wick right there. I was like, whoa, whoa. Why is that? No, there's the wick. There's that 15-minute candle wick right to it. Whap! Nailed it. So, when you see rejections like that on these deviation levels, you think this is just retail traders? No. Retail traders, 99.9999% of them have no idea about the distribution. It's unfortunate when you got people like us teaching this for free. All right? Teaching this for free. Maybe we should just sell the indicator package for 10 grand a month. They'll come running. Oh, there must be value. People are just crazy. People are crazy. Go Solana. Yeah, I want to at least see it close above the 1SD. This thing closes like 107. Be pretty powerful. Right now, we're going to have a little, like I said, there was a lot of bear div. Bitcoin was at the top of its daily range. That's what I'm saying. If Bitcoin hovers around up there, at some point, these alts are probably going to take off. Let me see here. Let me put Sol. Let's look at some divs. Yeah. Nothing there. Just a bunch of bear div. But you're already at the 2SD band. And usually you don't drop too far below before this thing turns around. Prediction model hasn't even flipped. Heading back into a random walk too. But yeah, everything's expanding on the 4 hour. Positively correlated. Let's see here. Yeah, bunch of hidden bull. This down move though is positively correlated. This thing's got room to run down to this 2SD band. DLP's almost back down here. Prediction model has flipped to the downside. All right, let's see what wave trend's getting tested here. What time frame? Probably 15 minute. Actually, maybe the 33. That's a good support on the 45 though. What I just saw. Yeah, lower lows. So there's no hidden down here. Yeah, almost. Hanging on to the 33 power mean, just like the 45 was. Hanging on to the 33. What do I love to see? I love to see the wave trend at the bottom of the power mean band. Why? Because you get a bounce here, you're going to be right back at the top side of it. 105, 106. Yep. You break wave trend, sinking free fall right to Fisher, 101.3. 15-minute priority blow. Not probably. Yeah, but look at the DLP. You're at the 99% confidence interval. Shaky looking outlier. There's a 99. So what do I think is going to happen here? Let me see here. Yeah, there's some bull div. This thing kicks up right here. If it kicks up off the 99, how much time's left in this? 1 minute. 1 minute. And this returns oscillator turns up, you're going to have like 3 stabs of bull div. Enough to run it right back to wave trend at 105. And you usually, this 99, guys, there's a reason why I use it. You're usually not going to breach that area. That's like the last line of defense. Can it? Yeah, it has before. But usually you're going to revisit it real fast and get back up above it. 15-minute is trending. But you're at that 99 and you're at the 2SD band almost. All the volatility is pretty pinned. Yeah, I mean, you got the 2400 to 94. So it's 9 at. Yeah, you're below probably. Yeah. And this is the time where the bulls need to kick it back in. Because you don't, even on these low time frames. That's how it kicked it up from it before. Sent a wick down below. Now we've consecutively closed 4 candles below it. But look at the bull div. Look at the bull div on 9 minute. You're getting ready to cross the zero mean. Wouldn't be a bit surprised this thing closes in 3 minutes. See this thing kick back up. But you're going to have to, at this point, you're going to have to get back up 105 and a half, 106. The trend, you're below the 2 SD band, almost to the 3 SD band on the 9 minute. Look at the low length volatility, just the correlation broke during the contraction. Okay. The other two are contracting positive still though. So this is what we're getting. We're getting this little fat doji. 6 minute. Got a bunch of bull here. Or is this thing already setting up hidden bear? No, bull. Crossing the zero mean. What's a interesting. There's a wave trend. So you go. You got the 9 log MA breaking the 99 right now. This is what you don't want. I don't care what time frame. So the 3 minute power mean band probably breaking down back down below. But like I said, look at the bull div. Yeah, this thing's ripe. Almost everything, or everything has broke down back below. Reverse Fisher. This bull div plays out though. Look at the shaky trend, man. This is all over the place. Yeah, these low time frames. A lot of shit going on here. Clean. Had the bull right here, but you're rejecting on the top side, not on bear div. You're just rejecting off the bottom side of the power mean band. This is where it's all going to start, down here at the 1 minute, even 30 second. Getting back up above all this, flipping the power mean band back around. Right now, though, yeah. But it makes sense. Where these data sets were, especially Bitcoin. Especially Bitcoin. Let me see here. Yeah. Like I said, I do not want to see Solana close below this RMLR today. I want it to close above 104.7. Got some work to do, Solana. Get in the groove. Get in the groove. See some. Yeah, more longs. More longs. 13. Another like what? 4 million? Another 4 million. I can see this 4 hour catch up real quick, especially if this thing, yeah, let's see here, put this back on Bitcoin. Especially just to move back down to like 46.4. Another 500 bucks or something, 400 bucks. A lot more of these longs. And at this point, people are like, oh, I should have taken profit. Oh, this would be okay. I got my moving averages down here or something. It's going to bounce here. YouTube Jimmy said this is a good place for a bounce. I just watched his Patreon. I give him 90 bucks a month for signals. Yeah, how's that working out for you? Why would anybody just want to trade on other people, right? It's ridiculous. That's why we really don't give signals. I'm giving you top side, bottom side, and everything in between. Everything in between. You're going to get all these different levels. But is what I don't want you doing is trying to make assumptions on what I'm talking about and get into positions, right? And then say, well, you said this. It was like you weren't listening very well. I've always talked to both sides. What a possible pullback could go to, what the top, what really is probably the daily top because of probabilities and volatility ranges. You know how high the probability is right now that we've seen the high of the day? Pretty high, 95.4%.
It's going to go up, down, or sideways.
You want to tack on the top of the daily range too, you can just bump that up to almost 100%. Nothing's ever 100%. But yeah, it's moving up there closer to 99 in my opinion, just because of the top of that daily. Like I'm saying, if you can close around the daily on these 95.4s, this could be a pretty big weekend. But at this point, we've already cooked these daily probabilities. Oh, nice big yawn. I might take a nap. Jesus. I got to go into these restaurants tonight and deal with all this madness. Good Lord. I'm going to need a nap. Go in and babysit. Pretty much what it is.
Well,
make sure everybody's doing their job.
there could be worse things to do.
Oh, dude. Way worse.
Yeah.
It could be for sure. Hey, you gonna pick it back up a little bit? Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. All right, let's see here. We got anything going on in chat? You guys want to, anybody in the chat want to look at anything specific? Give me something to look at. Let's see, alts cause on BTC Poor.
You gonna look at
not really. We were talking about this the other day, Whale Chapo. Dude, we were talking about just buying small increments of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a Bitcoin. But people that aren't holding some amount of Bitcoin, it's just stashed away. You're not even dicking with it. It's just sitting there. Probably not a good idea. I would hold on to some Bitcoin. I don't care how little bit. We talked about this before. You buy what's the price right now? You buy $470 of Bitcoin right now. All right, $470 of Bitcoin. What is that? 0.01 Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes to $100 million. That Bitcoin you bought for $470 is worth $1 million. So take that into account always. $470 today can return a freaking $1 million of Bitcoin goes to 100 million.
Yep.
So look out. Look out. Fire up that exchange.
And it very well could. It very well could. It could get to 50 million. It gets to 100 million. It gets to 20
you know who the
million,
real
whatever.
winners are here? The people way back in the day to just set a weekly buy on Coinbase or Gemini or wherever the hell your on-ramp is. Depending on where you live in this world. If you're an American, our government's a bunch of cucks. Oh, we're protecting you. No, you're not, you scamming cunts. You're not protecting anybody. Sorry for using the C word there, ladies. Apologize. The government does that to me. The government. Like, what is that? What's that movie? Oh, Legends of the Fall. Where Anthony Hopkins at the end, after he has a stroke, he's like, screw the government. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Yeah, Bitcoin's in pretty interesting state. Oh, yeah, but get back to my point. Who are the real winners here? Those guys, fucking however many years ago, even just say 5 years ago, every week, right? Instead of taking $50 and throwing it in an IRA or 401k, whatever the hell you're doing, if every week you were buying $50 in Bitcoin, $200 a month, people spend more than that on freaking lattes.
Yep.
That's what's crazy. And you're going to kick yourself in the teeth one day when you're like, you start doing the math and you're like, holy shit, what have I been doing? Not DCAing into Bitcoin, apparently. Everybody should just have a standing order, in my opinion. Right? If I was in control of all the freaking whatever, all the bad money decisions going on out there, I'd be like, okay, look, we're gonna reallocate these funds here. You don't even have to look at it. Once a week, you go in after you know you got your deposit. All you're doing is transferring that off of Coinbase. Right? Oh, but Coinbase, well, it's regulated. Yeah, so is FTX.
Exactly.
Got to be careful, man. Do not leave your crypto on these exchanges. You guys.
Yep. No.
The things they're doing with your money, it's just as bad, if not worse, than what regular banks are doing with your money. It's crazy. Just don't know. You don't know who's honest, who's dishonest in this space. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Or what hackers are doing. Who's controlling all these hot and cold wallets at these exchanges? People are like, well, isn't Coinbase a bank? You're a bank, man. Wake up.
Exactly right.
Yeah, Coinbase is a bank. But why would you let somebody else's bank hold your bank's money? God. Need a cast iron frying pan. Everybody that's got money on exchanges right now, I just want to give them a little tap. Just a little love tap.
But if you have money on an exchange, you better be using it to trade.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty simple. The best way to trade volatility is intraday. So what do? You wake up in the morning. Hey, my trading session's starting in an hour. All right, I'm gonna make some coffee because I don't buy $7 lattes. I'd rather take out $7 and buy $7 in Bitcoin. But anyway, freaking, Oh, so 10. Okay, it's all good. I'm gonna put like $500, $1,000 of Bitcoin on this exchange. I'm not gonna use any damn leverage. I'm just gonna trade that $500 or $1,000 all day long. Right? No leverage. Just boop 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 boop. Volatility trade. Then at the end of the day, throw it back in your hardware wallet. Wash your hands. I'm done. That's all you got to do. It's pretty simple. It really is. People complicate this shit. What the hell? Do I hear all these trucks? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Complicated. Then they end up shooting themselves in the foot twice for no reason.
They're literally right at the end of my driveway. What the hell?
Who, the ditch diggers?
Yeah.
Right on.
All their reverse sirens going off. Yeah, they're just making sure these ditches, because I was the one really complaining. Like, yeah, we don't want to hear from this guy again this year. Let's freaking let's get a nice deep ditch dug. Yeah, it is stupid, Sayron. And every time I drive by, I just look at their drive-through line and the parking lot, and I'm like, man, oh man, you guys are insane. On top of all the bad sugar and shit they put in all their products.
Yeah. But like, seriously, people spend easily $200 to $300 a month at Starbucks. Easily.
Yeah.
At Starbucks.
And you got to go in there and deal with the blue-haired ghoul. So, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Place is wild, man. Last time I went in Starbucks, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, where am I? This isn't even on planet Earth. Who are these people working here? They got more metal and shit hanging off their face, and their hair's like 12 different colors. And hey, all the power to you. It's 2024. I'm old school though. So it kind of shocks me. Go out in the real world and just get shocked by people. It's like, wow. Thank God I got based family, man. My nephews, my nieces, very based. Well, my brother's based. It starts in the house.
Absolutely it does.
Let's see here. Old Bitcoin. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is a good level to close the day. Good level to close the day. Really is. Yes, exactly.
I love when people say school, the education of the school system extended to the home. Like, no. The extension is the other way around, from the home to the school. The school is the extension of education. Mm-hmm. First of all.
Yeah, that's true too, Sayron. I literally make like a 32-ounce espresso. That's why I'm always so fried.
Yeah, I just love coffee black is the best.
I grind my espresso bean into a fine powder, put it in a 32-ounce French press, let it steep for like 15 minutes. Not just.
Yeah, man, that's the way, bro. That's the way.
I could go put it in my gas tank and probably run my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strong
shit.
shit.
I love a good strong coffee like that. That's good stuff.
Yeah, people are like, well, because in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with caffeine. I like it. I like caffeine.
Yeah, I mean, like most things, like unless you have an allergy to something specific, you just have to be very careful of. Mm-hmm. You know, treat it, but if not, whatever. Like most things people consume, everything in moderation is, things that are generally good, wholesome foods and stuff.
Then
it's good stuff.
What the hell? Now I hear a cat. Am I in the Twilight Zone right now? Is my dog out here eating a cat? But anyway. And then what do people do? Just like Sayron said. Then they're going to put some pasteurized milk. They're going to put some bad sugar in it and just turn it into total poison. You're like, oh my God. So you're saying pasteurization's bad? Dude, everything people are doing to food these days is bad. Hell, I got a farm about a mile away where I can buy fresh cow milk, fresh freaking goat milk, duck eggs, chicken eggs, all free range, where you can literally see it. You go to this guy's property and it's just, yeah, okay, that's what real free range is. Yeah. These big companies that say they got free range chickens, yeah, they're free range in a box. I mean, Jesus. Not a lot, man.
Well, yeah, but it's funny because egg certification and chicken certification, those are some of the weirdest. Like they have some of the most interesting standards or whatever, industry standards. Like in a box, right? Then there's like outside of the box, but they have like on average like 20 square feet. In a box, they have like a foot and a half. Out of a box, they have 20 square feet, and then free range or whatever they have to have a certain amount of meterage or.
Yeah, and here's a good test too. Take an egg, go to like a big factory farm, get their eggs. You know, the run of the mill in the grocery store. Oh, these are great, white shelled, and then take a real organic free range brown chicken egg. Go crack them.
Right,
dude. The shell on that brown egg is probably 10 times thicker than the other shell in that other egg. I mean, those just crumble in your hand. Crack. There's a big difference. I'm pretty picky on the protein I put in my body. I try to put, not that, you know, any meat's really good. I mean, that's just the whole thing, you know. I mean, people have their opinions. I function the best on meat. I've been every diet out there. That's why I can speak on it all. I mean, I've been everything you could possibly imagine. To the point where I did like what did that end up being? Like 48 day freaking called the Master Cleanse. All right, you're just doing like lemons, maple syrup, cayenne. It just cleans out your system. It gives you so much energy. But you know, probably literally, what was it, like 6 weeks? We're scaling pine trees and shit. We're climbing trees. He had so much energy. No food, no solid food. So that I consider myself like a breatharian. Been a vegetarian. Been a vegan. Done the carnivore diet. Yeah. I like the meat. Little bit of carb. I'm good.
Try the pie only diet. Only pie.
Oof. Holy crap. Now I'm trying to figure out what to say around this show, I guess. What is that? Is that your heroin bag you just pulled out of your prison pocket? Or your prison purse in that pocket? Oh, nice. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, look at that. That's a good yolk right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody needs some of that yolk in their life.
Yeah.
Nice. It literally looked like a balloon.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, what do we have here? Are you in the prison library right now? Showing us your little treat? Oh, it's a video. Gotcha. There we go. Now we're back above that 95.4 on the daily. And I'm not saying Bitcoin can't close outside these 95.4% probabilities. You know when I really get locked in? When you hit the 99.7. Because it's very, very rare, unless you're talking about earnings plays, shit like that, you're going to fly outside the 3SD. And that 3SD is way up here, right? Almost 49K. Almost 49K. But what time frame was that? Wasn't that on the 33 minute? There's that hidden. Be prepared here. Could get a higher high here if this thing breaks a zero mean. And you bust up above the 2SD band. You don't even have to. You go to the 2SD band. You're going to blow some bear div out of the water. I'm not even counting this back here anymore. 33 minute. That thing got played out. The bear divs played out. I mean, look how deep the returns oscillator went. All it did is set up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points of hidden bull. And it didn't close a candle below the 9 log MA. fact, it found support on that power mean. Boop, 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 boop. Bitcoin on a mission.
Yeah. And by the way, for the past hour, it's been doing exactly what we said, which is area. Again, we didn't say that because we looked into a crystal ball.
No.
Right? We read it literally. Bilbo was like, what he's seeing on the these are on these other things, like in the entropy or the whatever, and he's like reading you levels on the loss ranges and the ranges. He's telling you about the divergences. He's telling you about the variance, and then with the reverse wave trend and all these other. It's all right there.
Yeah.
It's all right there.
Look at that little wick right in the 33.
Literally in front of your face.
That first 15-minute candle it pulled back was trying to get down there to the 33 log MA and the 33 power mean. That previous 15-minute candle nailed the 33, and it picked it up. Let's see now. Let's see if this can get back to the top of the power mean band, 47.5 area. Look, prediction models flip, starting to drop right back into trend. It's not trending yet. It's not trending yet. Yeah. And what are we going to get on the 15? We're going to get volatility contraction. Unless this just gets stuck up here at 100 percentile, positively correlated, right? Which, look, this is what I'm looking for too. Look at the positive correlation, getting pretty high. This is a perfect chance for contraction. The lower two break negatively correlated for the walk up, and then the 2400 finish off an expansion up to 100%. The correlation just broke positive. All that's going to have to happen if this thing wants to revisit these highs. I'll tell you that right now. What's this? That's just on a 15-minute. And trend is your friend.
Yep.
Now 33 minutes playing off that hidden. You're back up at the 33-minute top side of the power mean band. Yeah, good stuff. Look, you were heading back into a random walk. Look at the entropy. It's starting to roll over. This thing could go back into trend. Could go back into trend. And we're talking lower time frames. Daily, this thing's just starting. Just starting to trend. Does this look familiar over here? What if this busts these bands out again? This trend drops even farther. It's going to move, man. Gonna move.
And remember, on that daily time frame, we had that a few days ago, and since then it's gone up, what, 12%, the asset?
Yeah.
That's some nice pickings for a few days on a daily trend there.
Nice pickings. Very
nice. And it's literally just beginning the trending move.
Holy shit, bonk
right there, people. Right there, people.
About bonk. Bonk just jumped from 14 to almost 20%. Man, this thing just flew up. Jesus, bonk. Now I'm interested.
The beauty of meme coins, right? Extremely volatile.
Whee! Go, bonk, go. What did I literally just say about bonk? What did I literally say? There was the top of the weekly. There's the top of the weekly. Wait a minute. No, that's a first resistance on the weekly. My bad. Still, hella support. There's the bottom of the monthly. It was like, this thing could find support in here. It's probably going to immediately run up. Next standard deviation level, right? It blew through the second. You're at the 99.7 right now. Just send a wick above it. So right now there's a 99.7% chance on this daily close that bonk found its high. But bonk's doing something here. Bonk could run up to the center of the monthly here. What I'm saying, you close up around here, whew, pretty bullish, man. You're up 20%. Yeah. That means my bag's up 20%.
Right.
I'm running a math in my head right now. That means the syndicate's bag is up 20%. That's a big bag. Go bonk. People listening from traditional markets are probably going, what in the hell are you talking about? How do you not know bonk? Come on now. Everybody knows bonk.
Everybody knows bonk.
Cute little dog. Knows Doge. Likes to hit people with baseball bats. Especially bears, apparently.
Right.
Loves to grab bears by the bum and just rip them. Take a quick peek over here again. Let's check you out. Dixie hovering around 104. That thing closes the week above 104. Could see a big, strong week. Could see a big, strong week for Dixie. See if anything fucking flew since last time we looked. Natural gas going down. Oil hovering. Seen it at the pump too. Coinbase pulled back a little bit.
That's
Google.
GBP USD. How's GBP USD doing?
Yeah, I was about to go to Forex. See what's up.
Right on.
Where are you? Yeah. Euro's up on the dollar. Pound's up on the dollar. Jesus. The Aussies are up on the dollar. Look out. Up big too. 0.43 intraday. It's pretty big. Interesting.
Look for more American exports today.
Right?
Yep.
Here. God, New Zealand dollar up 0.77 on Bitcoin.
Right on.
Damn.
On Bitcoin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
US dollar is down to the Canadian dollar. God, you know it's bad when that's happening. You see here. See. God, you got Aussies are hammering the yen too. Aussies are up 0.4 on the yen. What else we got going on here? Damn, New Zealand dollar hammering the euro up 0.7. And pound up 0.6 on the pound.
Something's happening down under. Get on
it. Yeah. Or not happening in
Andy,
European
what's
Union.
happening in the future?
Scam.
What's happening in the future, Andy?
Yeah, totally.
Bro.
Holy shit. The dollar's down on the Quatch is up 0.15, almost back up 27. And down rubles up on the dollar 0.15. It's that Tucker Carlson interview. Anybody watch that?
I only saw a few clips.
I watched it.
I could.
Pretty.
You watched the whole thing, like Putin's 1 hour speech, and then the whole thing after that.
Right. It was
like a 3.5 hour interview.
Dude, it was a long time, yeah.
Yeah, it was long. Yo, how's the Mexican peso doing? That's the dollar.
The Mexican peso. I don't even know if I have it up here. I know I got the Argentine. I don't even think I got the Mexican peso on in any charts here.
They're now back in pole position as the number 1 country that the U.S. exports to. It was China for a couple of years because of the whole thing that happened.
Right.
But it's Mexico again.
Nice.
It's like 480 billion or something like that a year. It's some crazy number.
Yeah, they're exporting all the fentanyl and meth, so we got to give them something back.
Right.
What a joke. China's sending them all the precursors. And we have a retard. We literally have a dementia patient in office. Literally. The news that just came out just boggled my fucking mind. I'm like, oh, he can't be tried for the document thing because he's old and senile and has dementia. But he can still be president. I mean, we are in... How much of a clown world do we live in these days? It's pretty fucking wild. We don't talk about politics very much here, though.
Not too much, no.
We try not to anyway.
Yeah, sometimes it gets under our skin a bit.
Yes,
whatever.
It is. But, you know, the dollar's up on the yen just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I'm going to look at this big. What is that? Yeah. The New Zealand dollar. God damn, man. I think it was hammering. I'm going to look at this on the other chart. Just even getting blown up, boy. Let's see here. Go Bitcoin, go. Go Bitcoin, go Bitcoin, go. Crypto, let's get it off crypto. Put that on Forex. And where's that pair at? Where are you?
15-minute candle about to end.
There it is. Yeah. New Zealand up 0.73 on the dollar. 4 hour. We got some higher high. Boom, boom, boom. Did there. Actually setting up some hidden too, man. Setting up some hidden bull. Go down through here real quick. Yeah, bunch of hidden. Bunch of hidden. I don't think this is done today. I do not think this is done. Especially if this crosses zero mean and starts cooking. We'll definitely gonna see this candle get this wick get refilled. Hmm.
There you go. New candle on Bitcoin. 15-minute.
Oh yeah, and it's 10:45.
Last one-
Geez,
the
we're
last
gonna
one
wrap
was
these
closed.
up at 90 minutes. We're way over.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go
Yeah, I
back
guess
to
so.
Bitcoin.
It just
Let's go
wrapped
back
up
to
another
Bitcoin.
15 minutes. And it's
Yeah.
staying in that range so far very nicely.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're gonna take it right to the 4-hour close. I just want to see it. Look at this 4-hour candle. You have got to absolutely love it. Gotta freaking love it.
Yeah.
Still having its outlier. And locally, higher high, you're right at the zero mean right now. Man, if this thing kicks up from here, it's going to be ridiculous. Remember, that 4-hour trend, it was turning up. It was above. It's right at that 2 SD band. Boy, if this thing, oh my goodness gracious. God, Bitcoin. Love it when Bitcoin's pumping. We haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
This is just fun and games. Everything's fun and games till Bitcoin starts hitting 99.7s on the weekly and monthly. And the party's really on.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say I like this range. I like BTC closing in this range. If we do get a pump, though, I'm definitely looking for this 3SD. Bitcoin's on a mission right now. So, I'll say this. As of right now, Bitcoin has seen the high of the day at the 95.4% Laplace distribution range. If BTC, during the rest of this day, can break that 47,650 area, would not be a bit surprised, especially if it doesn't reject on this monthly resistance level, closing up here by the 99.7, closer to 49K. Closer to 49K as I saw shorts starting to ramp back up. People just, yeehaw! Interesting. Longs falling off. Longs are chilling. 176 got taken off the books just on Bitfinex. It's a lot of money. 176 Bitcoins.
It is.
Indeed. Jupe falling deeper. Thing. It's that engine. Okay. Yeah, Bonk's over 20% now. Bonk's having a party. Got the bat out. Ready to run the Bitcoin. Alright. Let's see here. I know I'm going to top my coffee off real quick where I want to see this 4-hour close. And as soon as this stream started, we saw this thing pulling back and I was like, where's the low going to be? Well, during this 4-hour candle, probably the 95.4. Did that play out perfectly? Absolutely. Absolutely. It did. Sirs.
Yeah, right now Bitcoin's fully random on the 15-minute. It's staying very nicely in this little range there. It's going sideways on the returns. And you still have the wave trend there. Yeah, the wave trend is rising again. And the reverse wave trend is rising again. It also is bottoming out and turning back up. Those both go up. Got some nice movement, possibly to the upside a little bit. But Bilbo said if it doesn't, if it doesn't go above the daily high, been surprised. But if it can break through 46.6 area, right around there where it was, it's got some nice targets above, very nice targets above. Got targets all throughout the 44 and 48K range. And it could easily go up to the 49 area. I mean, possibly if it does an outlier all the way there. Which, if it does, that would be the third standard deviation band to the upside on the minute currently. I don't expect it to go there on this candle necessarily, but it could definitely get there within the day. On the other hand, it could also side and revisit some lower areas, maybe 46.5, possibly 46.6. For a daily Laplace. Oh, no, sorry, the 4-hour Laplace is there, so the next 4-hour Laplace will be, we'll see in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, give me a second.
And
I'm waiting on this close. I'm getting this dog some water.
yeah, man. And we still got variance, fat tail outlier rising, negatively correlated, so it could easily drop from here a little bit and stay within this range. And as long as it keeps finding buy pressure down around the reverse wave trend or 4-hour, current 4-hour plus distribution, 46.7, that area. As long as it's around there, or even 46.63 in the normal distribution below it, we could easily have more nice ranging around here before it mean reverts into one of these RMLRs. But right now, it's literally sitting like, what is that? It's like right above our means anyway, so it's real close to them anyway. It wouldn't be a surprise to see it just move around between here and there. And as the power mean runs into those arms, see some more. Nice little movement there in a couple hours' time. Within a couple hours' time. You easily see that happen. Especially if the UPM continues to rise a little bit before tapering off. But if not, then you could have the asset wherever it'll be around the power mean, whether it's above it or below it. If it's above it, that's great, for logging. If it's below, it's great for shorts. And then we'll see how this weekend plays out after the end of this day. Will it be chill or will it be volatile? Well, I guess we'll see when the new dailies play out in terms of ranges and everything. But if the next daily range is nice, right? You have some nice little trending scalping moves on the weekend, on Saturday, and then Sunday before the market opens. It all depends how Saturday is done. But if we come into this week anywhere near where we're at right now on Bitcoin in this new week, and you've got volatility still on a trending move to the upside. I mean, entropy on a trending move to the upside and expanding with correlation expanding. That would be a very good indication that it's going to be a positive week. But it could also, we showed some pullback probabilities on higher time frames on the weekly, etc. So, it can go either way. But yeah, keep an eye on the probabilities because that will literally tell you, and the directional indicators are so incredibly accurate. The RMLR gives you like a cheat sheet for mean reversions, and the power means are just incredibly. I mean, the divergences on returns also tell you when there's hidden regular bear, right? And it is incredibly powerful and accurate. We don't make these tools available because they suck, right? Like if they did, we wouldn't make them available. We're very, very, very thorough to make sure our tools work. And if you're wondering, well, if your tools are so great, why don't 1 million people? Because there's not 1 million people who want to learn how to act. People want to gamble. They really do. They want to gamble, and most of them like pain. To be honest, they're a bit masochistic. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Like the average trader is a bit of a masochist because the average trader continually loses money until trade with.
Yeah.
There's only one reason for doing that. Well, maybe there's a few, but there's a principal reason for most people to. They're a little bit masochistic. Otherwise, they wouldn't do that. Think about it. How many activities would you participate in where the pain is you lose real capital? That's real pain to some people. Real pain. But they keep doing it. Why? Why don't they look for a better way to trade? I mean, what? They know there's smart money making money up and down. They hear it all the time. Really, there's no curiosity in finding a better way. I mean, if you found your way to this video, there's a better way to trade, right? You probably looked for it. But most people don't. They enjoy the pain. And it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, to each his own fetish, as long as you can afford it. If you can afford to burn your cash away on trading with lagging indicators, hey, knock yourself out. That's your thing. But if you're sick and tired of losing trades, and you actually want to have a winning P&L, as in you win most trades and you are profitable on most trades, and by most trades, I mean the overwhelming majority of trades, at least one standard deviation higher, right? If you're not winning 68.2% of your trades, 68.3% of your trades, you're doing something wrong. And that number seems outrageous to traditional traders. I get it. They're like, oh, what are you talking about? Traditional TA, if you win 20% and you manage it well, fine. Yeah, but you still suck as a trader. If you win 30%, you're doing amazing. Yeah, but you still suck as a trader. Like, and keep in mind, most people who are winning 20, 30% of their trades in traditional TA, they're not profitable. They're losing most of their money. What's the statistic? Like 99.9% of all traders getting liquidated within a very short period of time. A couple of months, 2-3 months, 4 if they're lucky, 5 on the outlier, 6 is a severe outlier. If an exchange hasn't liquidated the average at least 6 months, the way they think of it is we're doing something. We gotta find a way to break this person. I'm not kidding. That's literally, they have conversations, and they'll specify and if you think they won't target you because you have a small account, like less than 100 grand or 50 grand, and you're only trading like with a 5 grand or a 10 grand account, and you think you're too small for them to target, let me tell you something. They have meetings about it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're winning trades on a regular basis, they know you. They know you. They've looked at your file. If you're winning trades on a regular basis, they are trying to break you. And if you're on a crappy exchange, they will throw all kinds of distractions at you. Click here to get a free coffee maker, or put in another 5,000 pounds, or dollars, or yen, or euro. They will literally target you. They'll have a VIP manager call you. They'll throw you all kinds of distractions. Come to the hotel this weekend. It's on us, whatever. They'll do whatever they can. Especially the bigger your trades get, the more they'll throw that at. But even small traders, under 10 grand accounts, are targeted for liquidation. How do they do it? They know where you're making your entries. And if you're foolish enough to put your exits on there with a stop loss, they're going for you. And if you think they won't move the market a few $100 or a few $1,000 to get your liquidation target, you have another thing coming. Because you're not the only one putting your stop loss where you're putting your stop loss. You're usually putting it right in the thick of where everybody else is putting it. Why? Because you think it's a good idea. That 10% away is just too big of a move. I won't get liquidated. Worst case, I'll lose half my money. Okay, genius. Now you've lost half your money. Guess what happens on the next move? You've lost the other half. Easy as pie, right? Or they'll let you win back 5% of it, 10% of it. They'll make you feel like, oh, I got a chance now. They'll make you win back in 3 or 4 different trades too. So you feel like you're a genius. And you're like, but wait, how can they control what I'm doing and trading and losing? Because they control the markets are not so big that companies with giant bags can't move them, the markets. And if you think they won't, in an unregulated, think they won't move the markets to their advantage, you've got another thing coming. Well, how do you get around that? Well, look at what we've been showing you with these freaking leading indicators. Get a clue. This is your wake-up call. Like, we don't do this just because we like to talk into the wind, although it is fun. We do this because we're sick of seeing people like you get wrecked for no reason other than you're using garbage information built on garbage tools. And what we give you here is amazing tools. Literally, find me better tools, I will use them. Find me better tools, I'll use them. I'll put them to the test. You know what?
It's not like we created a bunch of shit indicators and we're just shilling them because we use them. We use them because there's nothing better.
Yeah. If we could find better tools and then we could prove that they were better, and we couldn't make our own version that's even better than that, we'd use it. We're not against using better tools. We just don't see any out there because the tools that are out there are garbage lagging indicators, and we have leading information. What would you rather have looking into the future? Information that tells you about the future, or information that tells you only about the past?
Yeah. Or you can adopt Andy and call him every morning and ask him what the price of Bitcoin is in the future.
Right. HireAnAustralian.com or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy, what's the price of Bitcoin?
You know,
it's sitting at 48.6. Okay, thanks. I'm longing.
Yeah.
freaking go.
Yeah.
All right,
So look at that. The new one coming up. New
two,
one coming right up. Boom. There you go.
All right, let's get this new 4 hour here.
Look at where that 15-minute on Bitcoin just ended. Perfectly. Perfectly. Right in that range.
Whoop, where the hell you
Right in that freaking range. And you're fully random still.
Fully.
Yeah. Fully random. You still have a fat tail on variance. It's starting to dip down a tiny bit. Yeah, it's starting.
Let's see here. All right, over here. 4 hours.
Oh, how do they know? We know. Because the math.
Because the math.
Because the math.
So,
magic.
The trend on that 4 hour close popped back inside the 2SD band. Prediction model did not flip. And not yet. From the elbow here. No, don't like that. Use that. From the cross up. No, I like to see a bearish candle in there somewhere to really use it as a point of divergence. And sometimes the crosses, they're there. Sometimes it's the bottom of the returns oscillator, and that's where it is right now. So you'd have to get a lower low here. That's on the 4 hour. See this 90-minute turning back up. Hidden. Yep. So there's hidden on the 90. Returns oscillator hasn't turned up yet. Prediction model did flip back to the downside. See the 45. I'm pretty sure it's turned up. Yeah, but it's kind of like leaking over. No bear div though. And it's still just sent a quick little wick to the top of the power mean band. Yeah, we're going to see something stronger. But remember where these things are at. Here we go. Here's the hidden on the 33. That is what I really like. Approaching the zero mean. Variance is negatively correlated. Come back down. Low length volatility starting to expand. Correlation broke positive. Got the other two contracting. Positive though. It's going to hold it right in this power mean band. We'll have to see a different change here in about 28 minutes when that closes. Let's see this 15. Yeah, we're doing this and we're going to wrap this up. Already 1.5 hour. Trying to keep these at 90 minutes. Set up hidden bear. So the 15-minute just set up hidden bear underneath the 9. I'm going to be a bit surprised to see this 33 get retested right around 46.9. But you break this 9. You break this 9. Could be a different story. I don't know, man. This hidden bear. Hidden bear, and that's all there is. Just hidden bear. But you just have to get a lower low from the elbow here. And the cross. Both right at the bottom. So that's good. So the hidden bear could play right back into hidden bull if it can stay right around where it's at right now, because the returns oscillator is probably going to keep dropping. DLP is literally, right at the mean here. All right, guys. Thanks for all the support. You guys watching Discord, you're great. Anybody watching on YouTube, we're alpha trading. Link to the Discord's in the description. Come in, open up a support ticket, request a free volatility starter pack. You're going to get that and access to the educational channels that go along with those indicators. You're going to get access to a public chat where you can ask questions and you will get bombarded with answers. So don't worry about that. You come in, I don't care what the question is. It's not stupid when it comes to this stuff, right? You got to learn some way. I wish there was people like us when we were learning. But there wasn't, so we had to do a lot of this on our own. So yeah, open up that support ticket, request that volatility starter pack, and we'll go from there. Other than that, wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Go Bitcoin. See you guys Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless Bitcoin does something real crazy and starts to approach that 50K level, I might pop on next 2 days. I'll let everybody know if I do. All right, guys. Let's do this.